The best phone under $1,000 is the iPhone 14 Pro. It is strong, features incredible cameras, a gorgeous display, and the notch is gone. It's difficult to find anything seriously wrong with this gadget, and it's ideal for those who are sick of large phones. In the Pro series now that it has reached its peak of excellence, this year's offerings are the perfect example of iteration: enhanced cameras, a brighter, better display, a fresh design element, and more potent hardware. Let's go into the details. Price. Like last year, the 128GB edition of the iPhone 14 Pro starts at $999. The 256GB model costs $1,299. The 512GB version is $1,299, and the 1TB version is $1,199. You might also want the additional capacity given all of the video features. The 128GB version's 1080p ProRes video limit still applies. Design. We find the iPhone 14 Pro's design dichotomous. On the one hand, it looks a lot like the iPhone 13 Pro, just with an even larger camera module. From the back, it might be hard to distinguish this handset from its predecessor unless you look really hard at those lenses. On the other hand, the front of Apple's new phone looks a lot different. The notch is gone, replaced by the pill-shaped dynamic island. The old, tired iPhone design has finally gotten a refresh, though the cutout is still larger than those on the best Android phones because it houses Face ID. The back glass of the iPhone 14 Pro has a matte finish and is housed in a stainless steel frame that can be removed for simpler repairs. The screen is coated with Apple's ceramic shield, which adds further durability. Display. On their respective devices, Samsung and Apple usually have the greatest smartphone displays. That pattern is maintained by the iPhone 14 Pro. We've never seen a better phone display than this one, in fact. We have never liked staring at a screen more than we do with the iPhone 14 Pro, thanks to its vibrant colors and incredible brightness both indoors and outside. Even with robust testing apparatus, it failed to reach the 2000 nit peak outdoor brightness in our measurements. We've watched this movie a lot, and the iPhone 14 Pro gave me a better experience than our gaming monitor or TV. That is quite remarkable. Games appear just as amazing. Genshin Impact looked fantastic, especially at the higher and smoother frame rates, with its saturated color and anime style. Cameras. This year, Apple made sure the iPhone 14 Pro received some significant camera improvements. The new 48-megapixel quad-pixel primary sensor is the most important of them. Although not exclusive to Apple devices, the iPhone 14 Pro's quad-pixel arrangement allows it to capture a 12-megapixel image with 4 times the information and a camera that adjusts to your lighting circumstances using the entire sensor. It's crazy that you can obtain an entire 48-megapixel image in ProRAW if you so choose. With a new sensor that is twice as large as the one on the iPhone 13 Pro, the 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor also saw an improvement. The 3x telephoto lens remains in use. This year, all iPhone 14 models come with access to the Photonic Engine, a new capability for iPhones. Photonic Engine claims to increase dynamic range to highlight details in images taken in low light. The iPhone 14 Pro is reportedly producing more overly processed images, according to some users. Performance. The latest chip from Apple Silicon, the A16 Bionic, is featured in the iPhone 14 Pro and is constructed using the new 4nm technology. It has a 16-core neural engine, a 5-core GPU, and a 6-core CPU. It is far more advanced than the A15 Bionic found in the iPhone 13 Pro, including a new image signal processor, new display engine, and increased power efficiency. The iPhone 14 Pro is a power user's fantasy in real life. It has more than enough power for most tasks and has power for days. Playing games is not a problem, as the iPhone 14 Pro regularly delivers fluid frame rates across all of the titles we tried. Additionally, the A16 Bionic excels at real-time video editing, even with 4K ProRes material. Battery life and charging. With a battery life of 11 hours and 46 minutes, the iPhone 13 Pro amazed us. We so had great expectations for the iPhone 14 Pro. We haven't been let down thus far. The iPhone 14 Pro performed 2 hours slower in our test than the iPhone 13 Pro in the same circumstances. Although the battery capacity is yet unknown, there are rumors that Apple enlarged the iPhone 14 Pro's dimensions. We prefer to see an average of 10 hours. The fact that Apple continued to use 20W wired charging for the iPhone 14 Pro is a huge disappointment in this regard. We'll verify Apple's claim that you can obtain a 50% charge in 30 minutes. We are confident in stating that the iPhone 14 Pro is the best phone Apple has ever produced, based on our usage and time with the gadget. The iPhone 14 Pro surpasses all competitors with its amazing cameras, stunning display, and potent performance. Its cameras outperform all others, even the Pixel 6 Pro, and it is faster and smoother overall. So that's all for today. Stay tuned with us for more information about the latest technology. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content.